The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Ellie's just working out whether to be insulted or not. We're just asking her, I said, when's your last date on air? And you said the 21st of June.
Yeah.
And then
you said you don't
I'm getting
think you
very
can last that
tired.
long.
I'm getting
Getting
very
very
tired.
tired.
And then, Shaun, you said?
I said,
Just go.
Why not?
Well,
Just
you
leave.
said, first of all, are you staying for financial reasons?
Yes.
And then,
If
then
not, just go.
If not, just go.
Because I understand that you got to keep going if you have to keep going. But otherwise, if you're pregnant, you're like, see ya. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, but when the baby comes out, it's going to need food and things, and you have to buy
that's
them
what
with
the boobs
money.
are
That's all financial.
That's what the boobs are for.
We
yeah.
are talking about Nathan discovered people do things at night.
Blow me away.
There's people playing sport and people out and about. People do classes, Nathan.
I'm sure there are people like us, and we're not so much you as well. But I'm sure there are people that in school. It's like the school mindset.
school night.
It's a school night.
School night, so I'm not doing anything.
You work the next day.
I
We're
actually
up
really think
early.
about going out last night on a Monday
You do, you have
night.
to- you have
if
to
it's
put
a
the math
Thursday
into
night,
it.
you've only got one day
Yeah,
left.
no.
But when it's the whole week, it's ahead of you. It's like,
It's a decision.
It was a decision.
Yeah. For us, it's a decision. For
Yes.
other people, it isn't.
Hello, Sam.
Sam
Hello.
works these hours as us. Not as hard,
Yeah,
though.
he comes in a little bit later.
Doesn't work as hard, though.
Yeah.
No.
You are
do
out
things at night.
all the time, and
Yes.
and it's really unnerving.
Well, okay, so
What is the thing that you do regularly each week?
movies. Love
What do you
it.
mean movies? What night do you go to a movie?
Typically on a Monday, because I love the
Imagine,
Lunar
Shaun.
Monday doubles. Lunar
Yes.
and Lunar.
Not a
So wait,
Luna.
you're going to two movies on a Monday night?
No.
Oh,
I'll
you don't
pick-
stay
I'll pick
for the
one.
second
I'll
one?
pick one.
God, you're
yeah.
so pretentious.
What time do you
Luna.
get home? Like, you do it on a Monday. Why Monday?
Oh yeah, it's
What is that, what it is?
100% an extreme sport. Doing it as a job. Like this should be in the Sean Sports segment
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
Okay.
going to the movies on a Monday is crazy. Maybe get home around 9. Yeah.
But like Luna, it's not going to one of the megaplexes, is it? Luna's like when you go to Luna, you got to think.
You got to think, no.
You got to think.
Sometimes you have to
feel
read,
like
Nathan.
I'm actually watching a movie. At
Oh,
Luna.
yeah.
Sure.
No,
That's the
no
true
thanks there, mate.
cinephile experience.
Sure. No, if it doesn't play,
Cinephile?
if it doesn't
He
play,
uses words
if
like
it
cinephile.
doesn't play the Marvels franchise, then I'm not watching a movie there.
Sammy's in Ocean Reef. Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Sammy. Do you do heaps of stuff during the week at night? What do you do?
I play frisbee 3 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday night.
Sorry, you've got beeping in the background,
Yeah,
and we're
what's
missing
happening?
every second word. All right.
Sorry.
Yep.
I play frisbee every night, like 3 nights a week.
Down the park.
Are you talking about an organised sport like the ultimate frisbee? Is that what you do, or disc golf or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, ultimate frisbee, yeah.
How many times?
Three times.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
What times do you play, Sammy?
It depends on the game, but generally it's like either 6:30 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. and then sometimes I can only get home at like 9:15.
So
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
once
no,
it
no,
gets
thank you.
dark, how do you find your frisbees? Because all those I've seen, my mate did disc golf, and it's not all lit up. It's in parks, and there's like these cages. They're like chained.
No, she's doing ultimate frisbee. That's
Okay.
like a team sport.
Oh yeah. Okay. So wait. So
Yeah, so there's lights and everything.
okay. Oh, so wait, the ultimate frisbee is like like what's that? What
So
is
it's
it?
like it's like a mixture of netball with a frisbee, and like you have an end zone like in American football, and you score in the end zone.
Okay. Yeah, so you're playing a rugby field or a hockey field, that kind of thing?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, kind of just like a normal field, yeah, and then they just set up the field
I
for
had
us.
disc golf in my mind,
Yeah,
but
Yeah, yeah.
that is insane.
This is a running around sport, Nathan.
Yeah, if you watch ESPN2, they'll
It's on
sometimes
there.
have that on.
Yeah, so it's corgi racing, though.
As if Nathan would watch it.
I don't know what those words are, Sean. Are they friends with C3PO?
Good on you, Sammy.
Wow, three nights a week.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as well. Unbelievable. Renee, hello.
Hi.
Hi,
Okay,
Renee.
Renee, are you doing something every night?
Well, a couple of years ago, but probably about 2 years ago, my daughter and I both trained in martial arts, and we used to train 6 nights a week.
Whoa.
And so obviously, both of us wouldn't train every day, but we would always be there 6 days a week without question. And some nights my training wouldn't finish until 9:30, 10 o'clock.
What are you
By the
talking
time we got home...
Had dinner?
By the time we got home, had dinner. You have to wind down because you're all hyped
Yes.
up from training. And then midnight, I would be going to bed, and I'd be getting up again at about 5 o'clock in the morning to go to morning shift.
Renee, this is no way to
Renee.
live.
What do you like? Okay, because
What a passion.
okay, so I'm thinking out of everything that I've heard so far, the movies is crazy to me. You know, your frisbee game's weird. Mentally, in my head, I suppose, learning to fight, I would think I was coming to prepare for a battle. And I
doing
need
it for
to
a
get
reason?
it done. Like, what's it?
Renee?
Yeah. What was it?
When you go to work every day is a battle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Yes, Sensei.
So, what belt are you?
I only got to green belt.
You got tired?
With all that training, you only got the green belt.
It takes a while to get there. And my daughter almost hit black belt. So yeah, she was.
Wow.
Wow. I wouldn't imagine that would have been cheap if you were going every single day.
No, we used to pay a set fee for the week, but it was still
Yep.
pretty expensive. And I had about a year off where we weren't doing a lot of training, and then my daughter became an all-star cheerleader. I don't train, but I still do the cheer run. And some nights, again, we're not getting home until 10 o'clock, and that's
unbelievable.
4 nights a week.
God,
So.
imagine a car full of preppy cheerleaders
Yeah, I know.
dropping them home. Oh, God, shut up.
They're athletes.
I know
Nathan,
you've
they're
got
athletes.
spirit. Yeah, you do. Quiet time.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So it's been a terrible start in terms of rainfall, but when you're
Yes.
out and about, you're like, oh, how good's
Farmers
this?
are dry seeding and they're not happy about it.
Yeah, the water cartage thing is a
Yeah,
big deal these days.
yeah.
There's a guy down south I was told on the weekend he's had to have stress leave because his phone is going bananas of just people in the farmers who need water carted
Yeah.
to his place. And he just can't keep up with the demand.
So
the
he's
water
decided-
carter.
A water carter.
So
I didn't
he's-
know that was a thing.
His solution is to stop working.
Mate, he's been working like 18-hour
I know.
days.
So
I was
So what
saying.
did
He's
That's
just
the
lost
problem.
it.
Does he just rock up with like a bucket in each hand?
Yes, Nathan, that's
Very
how it
difficult
works.
because you've got to keep walking back to your
So
car
where does
and then
he
back.
get his water from?
That's another great question. I do
Does he
not
just
have the
get a
answer for.
hose at his house?
Yes.
There are
And
water
then fill up
carters
a
out
giant
there.
truck and then drive it to a farm? Or
If
can
you
you
know where
buy
you get water.
large amounts of water? Can you
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
large amounts of water?
Yeah, because
from
you
where?
can go, you can go to Coles
The
in
water
Dunsborough
carter.
and you can get a heap of.
No, but where does the water carter get his supply from? Does he have to go to the water authority and buy like buy a ton of water?
He'd have a license.
Yes.
Where
I
do
don't-
people
where does he-
buy large amounts of water? There's
Maybe
a
he
question
can
no
tap
one's ever
into
asked.
If
some
anyone's
sort
got
of
an answer.
aquifer. I don't know.
An aquifer?
Yeah, underground. I don't know. Where does he get
Is
it
an
from?
aquifer like an aqua farm?
Aquifer.
So he's tapped his own water supply.
I'm not saying he's tapped his own water supply. I'm saying he may have access to that. He's got to
At
get
a
it from
cost, at a
somewhere.
cost.
Do you reckon he's just like drilled a tap onto the pipeline to Kalgoorlie?
He's not,
Yeah.
he's
The
not
Mount
getting
Franklin
it from
pipeline.
rainfall. We know that. Ellie, what's happening on the roads?
Sorry.
Well, do you know?
Did you
Do
have any
know?
answers?
I had no idea there was even such a thing as a water carter.
I know.
Water
So
carter,
where
mate.
does he buy his water from? Go. Where does he get his water from? The water carter.
I reckon he collects it when it rains, but it hasn't been raining.
In, in cups.
It's not that.
That's wrong. I reckon he goes to the beach.
In Milo tins.
If you know, hit us up 13 24 10. We posed the question: where do water carters get their water from?
Now, if people don't know what a water carter is,
It's a
water
carter of
is
water.
the person that carts water to a property that is requiring
Yes.
water.
Well, it's tough times at the moment because we're in May.
Like if you have if you put a massive rainwater tank on your property and that's your source of water for your
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
you need water in it. If it hasn't rained,
Yeah.
you get the water carter around to
Yeah.
fill it up.
So we're going, where does the water carter get the water? Because it's like, if you go to the ocean, are you allowed to take as much as the water as you want?
Well,
Is
that's
that anyone?
salty.
Well,
I know, but like
salty,
say
yeah.
it's the same thing. Is that
Desalination.
anyone's water?
No, I don't believe
Like,
there's
can I
a
go
rule
and
against
take?
that.
Can I like go and get a big straw and like, no one can say stop?
Yeah, I don't think they can.
They
I don't
wouldn't
think they can,
because
Dave.
you're going to get
So
a dry
is,
mouth.
is there a freshwater version of that? I'm wondering.
Well,
We're about to find out.
Mike's in Averley. Mike, do you have an answer for us?
Yes, good morning, Nathan and Sean.
Hey, Mike.
Hi,
So,
Mike.
so the water carters get their water from the fire hydrant. So you'll notice that water carters have what we call a fire hydrant, but it's coloured blue and it's got a water meter on it. So it's actually measuring how much water they're drawing, and then they actually pay the water corp for that water that they draw.
I love how you said you'll notice. I've never noticed
know.
this
Never
ever.
I've seen
Blue
those
hydrant.
carting things. Okay, righto. So, how do they access that fire hydrant
Yeah.
themselves? What are they?
So they've got there's a special water carter key.
No. So they've got a fire hydrant, so normal like fire hydrant.
Yes.
But instead, the fire hydrant, the standpipe that they use is coloured blue, and it's got a water meter inbuilt inside the fire hydrant. So compared to a normal fire standpipe, where it's just silver and it's got no meter in it, a water carter has one exactly the same, but it's coloured blue, and it has a water meter inbuilt so that it actually records how much water's been drawn.
Now, is there a
from the
person
fire.
sitting there monitoring that, like at a table? Like how do they get in? Can anyone
How
get
do they
into
know
that?
who to charge? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, how can they get into that? Like
I think there's a licensing with the Water Corp.
Yeah,
so you've
right.
actually got to be licensed, and they actually issue the standpipe with the meter and all that. And then I'm not too sure.
Oh, so you
how
have
the back
your
end
own?
of it works.
Are they
Oh,
public
okay.
or you have your own?
Yes, you have your own.
Oh,
So you've got a registered
So it's
number,
that-
you're sucking the
Yeah.
water in, it's registering as you're
You get
doing
your
that.
blue hydrant.
Oh, do you know what the cost is per litre, Mike?
No, I don't. No.
Sure.
No.
I
That'd
don't
be an
know.
interesting thing, because I bet our households are getting
Yeah.
stung and these guys are getting a deal.
that sounds legit, but also.
But where does that water
Also,
come from?
also
A fire hydrant,
that's
Nathan,
so
wouldn't have thought
fancy
so.
for. I want to see if there's. Let's get one more person on to say, because Mike could just be lying to us, and we're going.
Well, let's ask Braden from Port Kennedy. Hi, Braden.
Hi, Braden.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Good,
Braden,
Braden.
Was
what,
Mike- was
what
Mike
are your
lying?
qualifications? How do you know about this?
So I grew up on a 27,000-acre farm down south.
Yes.
And, you know, when you're driving down south, you'll see the large water pipes on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're supplying water to all the smaller towns.
Yeah.
In the town, there will be a standpipe, and every farmer or local there will have access or key to this standpipe.
Okay, that's what I mean.
And you drive your water truck underneath the standpipe, unlock it, and then you fill up your truck and you write down the litres that are in there and sign the book and relock it again, and then that's how you get your water.
So
and
does the water
you'll
pour-
get charged from that.
Does the water pour in like you filling up a cup under a tap, or does it go in like a hose? Like, do you put a hose to the?
No, so it's like a steel pipe, and it runs up over the top of the truck.
Yeah.
And
I
then
know the
it'll
one.
Like a
just
tap.
pour straight in it'll pour straight in the top of the truck.
So, Braden, you're talking about these smaller towns in the southwest in particular. Are you just, you got to write in the book, 25,000
honesty
litres.
system.
Are
Yeah.
you just, are you
Is it like going through the self-checkout at Coles?
Yeah,
Is what Sean wants to know.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. You just write it in the book, and it's just really a
in
trust.
pencil?
These are honest people,
So-
Sean.
You write it in a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, so inside where the meter is and the tap, there'll be a book locked in there, and then you just mark down how many litres you use.
And you write
I'm
down
not
Sean
being truthful.
McManus for
I'm
all
not
of
being
them.
truthful.
You know what? That's country stuff. That would
Yes.
never work in the
No.
city.
No, no.
That would never work in the
In
city.
the city,
That
you've
is-
got to have a blue hydrant with a
mate.
meter.
Yeah, like with a SWAT team on there, just in case you go one drop over. Back there in the country, isn't that so lovely?
Well,
just write your name in.
Yeah, that's
You'll
right.
be right.
In the book.
Leave
Put
the
it in
key under the
book.
mat.
Yeah. Sean, 3 cups.
He's just trying to boil some pasta for dinner. Grab the pan, Nath. We're on.
We're all learning together today, aren't we?
Oh.
Well done.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We got to get out of here.
But
we're
firstly, so many people were concerned yesterday about the stain from the paw point on my pants.
On your pants, yeah.
Heaps of people were saying it.
These other pants. Yesterday, Mum rang me. She said, I heard what Natalie was saying about the detergent. I agree. And I
dishwashing
said-
liquid,
I said,
yeah.
yes, Mum, I've done that. And Mum goes, oh, you think you're using the wrong brand, Morning Fresh.
It's just very specific.
So I popped down and got some Morning Fresh. And then while I was there, got some white vinegar as well, because
Sure.
I read on the internet that would help
Throw
as well.
everything
You
at
go
it.
fish and chips for dinner.
The smell of vinegar really takes you back. Vinegar's not in my life, right? So, I don't have it in the cupboard ever.
Not even a balsamic.
No, a bowl stomach, yes, but Natalie, rarely do I crack it open. So anyway, as soon as I got that waft of vinegar, it took me straight back to high school, because right near our high school was the 10-pin bowling alley.
Yeah.
And that's where everyone would go and hang
They
out
heavily
afterwards. And
vinegared their
they
chips.
heavily vinegared their chips. Anyway, smells. They're great. So anyway, I put the Morning Fresh on there, and then I put the vinegar on there as well, and then it started to bubble and seem to react.
And there was some
In a
noxious
way that
fumes.
was
Fire.
concerning. So then I just put it in another room so I didn't have to look at it.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a great way to deal with
So
it.
so the stain hasn't gone yet, but it did
Oh, yeah,
go
you can
down a
see
little
it,
bit.
yeah.
So it
Oh, it
didn't
looks a
work,
bit of
Natalie,
grease.
and I let it go for an hour, like a few hours. I let it settle in. I don't know where to go from
There
here.
must be a way. There is a way.
Did you soak it?
What do you mean?
Like, so once you let the... Then you put it in water to soak?
No. What do you mean? But won't the water just deconcentrate the vinegar and Morning Fresh
Well, I don't
solution?
know about the vinegar. I've never used the vinegar. So what I would do if I have, and I have had like an oil stain.
Oh, you're
on
a very
it,
dirty
on it,
girl,
on it.
so.
And so I've put the washing up liquid on
Okay,
it
yeah.
and just let it rubbed it in,
Yeah.
and then put it in
And then?
water to soak.
So
and then washed it
How
with
long did you
regular
leave
washing machine.
that detergent on there just without soaking first?
Oh, not that long. Just like I've rubbed it in like this,
Okay. It's very confusing.
like that, and then
Yeah.
put it in.
We need a whole segment.
We do,
on
Sean.
stain
On
removal.
stain removal.
People
Yeah.
don't speak about stains and what they do to someone's lives anymore.
It's a stain on society.
It's unsustainable.
It's unsustainable. Hi, Ross.
Harry is just like
What? Harry.
giggling along
What?
here.
Just some behind the scenes for everyone.
No, you don't have to.
I usually, when you guys do a talk break or something, I usually write it down and then save the break. That one
So
I don't
you're
know if
gonna
I'm going to be
archive
writing
it.
down.
Are you joking? Do you know how many people? Do you know paw ointment? It's one of the highest selling products for lips. Everyone's got it. Everyone's in danger of this. Not everyone can go out and buy new pants, Harry.
I'm writing that down. I'm also writing unsustainable down. That was
Thank you.
great.
Yeah.
Not everyone can go out and
Nathan-
buy new pants. You got 17 pairs.
Nathan,
I'm not-
what is
I'm not
weird to me about
me.
this is that you wore your stained pants when you had
show
a
you.
lot of. You could have just brought them in a bag. You
No,
have to
no.
Now you're wearing stained pants.
And see,
And
you
you've got-
pointing it out is why I can't.
You've got other pairs of pants,
I want to wear the stained ones to show you.
but you could have just brought them in to show us in a bag.
You make no sense when you spell things out.
Hey, if you guys, if
woman.
you're going to relive this chat, 5 a.m. tomorrow, reheated.
I know,
Make the reheated.
Harry's literally deleting it as a special.
It's not in the podcast either.
Can we dub that? No.
Wow.
No, the download goes for
Wow.
8 seconds.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.